Hi there. So we're here with Dawn Thompson, and she's awesome. And
Thank you.
You're welcome. And so I guess, Dawn, today I'm curious about what are some signs within each of us when we're settling for less than we deserve?
Well, first, let's talk about, my company's logo and brand is I deserve it. And I like to help people understand that it's not about being entitled. It's not that, oh, I just deserve this because I'm not, it's all, I get something and I'm not worth it. But what I want people to understand with I deserve it is feeling self-love and worthy of what you're saying. Are we settling for less? And when you're settling for less, we all know when we're settling for less because you can feel it emotionally. And we become a very dead, emotionless, unengaged society because technology has taken over and it stops the interaction, the physical. And so when you don't have those emotions connected, there's still a way to engage technology-wise if you use it to the benefit, but some people are finding that it's not happening. And so when we start settling for less, we accept less until we step and raise our bar and say, I deserve, and step into that self-worth and that self-value of saying, I need to raise my worthiness. I need to raise what I'm worth, which is I deserve to have connection and feeling and emotion. And those come from, how do you know? It's in your gut. You get the gut feeling. You get that feeling in your throat. Or you get that, oh my gosh, I feel like I want to cry. Or I feel something's wrong. They'll say, I have a feeling. We don't trust our feelings. And we're all intuitive beings. We're just not trusting the feeling anymore because we're going to everything that's tactile. And it's all on the computer or the iPad or the phone, and we're missing the whole engagement and connection with other human beings. And that's what we're here for. We all need connection to thrive. Truly, every human being needs that. It's why we become, we want relationships so bad because we need another connection to say, you see me? I see you too. Let's make this awesome. I know I kind of go off the topic a little bit there, but
Yeah, it does. It makes sense. Not really, but
I can tell. Well, and you experience that when you feel it yourself, right? When you have a feeling that's not feeling right for you, where do you feel it?
You feel it in your gut.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is your solar plexus.
Yeah. Which is where we have courage.
Mm-hmm.
And that's our courage center. And so when we start feeling like we have no courage, we're not deciding what we want. We're not speaking what we want. Doesn't mean that other person has to give it to you, but just expressing it is that feeling of saying, this is what I want. And it's okay if you don't want it, but I know where I'm at, who I am, and what I want. That's when you're not settling because you're saying, I'm okay with however I get it. Just may not be right here in this scenario or this situation, but that's not settling. Because you're expressing your feelings and your true needs.
And so is it a matter of people checking in with where they're feeling emotion, and how would somebody know, like, oh, I think I'm settling? Is it where they would feel the emotion and just checking in?
Are you laughing? Are you smiling? Are you having a good time? We've been in scenarios all the time when you're just in a joyful state. Now, don't get me wrong. We're all cyclical. We're always going to have a high and a low, and we ebb and flow through life. But I'm talking about when the lows are repetitive, and we become such a lack culture of lacking connection and lacking emotion that no one wants to express their emotions anymore. And if we can't express how we feel, we're not having intimate connection, and that's the ultimate connection with people, in anyone you talk to. Opening up and expressing your soul is a whole different ballgame than just telling them, hey, what time you want to, go to dinner, or can you pick up some potato chips at the store?
And so why is it that people are so afraid to express their emotion?
We haven't been taught. We've lost the capacity because, I was discussing earlier, technology is taking over and separating. When you're sitting here, I can tell how you're feeling. I can see your body language. I can tell that you're having a good day or a bad day. I can tell that you're not engaged because you're looking over here and I'm talking to you and you're like, where are you? You're somewhere else. And we've lost that. Even worst case scenario, I wish people would, and luckily kids are doing it, but FaceTime where you can see an expression. But in a text, in an email, in a, conversations that we're having anymore, we're losing this. We're losing, so we start having that lack of feeling, which is not always true, right? But we settle for, all right, well, if this is all I get, this is what I'm, and we have to step up back into the engagement process, back into feeling a connection with people. And it's visual, it's emotional, it's tactile, it's all your senses are engaged. You smell it, you feel it, you hear it. It's all connected.
That's interesting.
Right?
Thank you.
You're welcome.